So this next story we got is actually a Reddit post from Today I Messed Up, but it's really hilarious because he convinced his uncle of a conspiracy theory that doesn't exist. He kind of made it up on the spot. And now that I think about it, this is probably how most, dumb conspiracy theories start. Flat Earth. Okay, why would the government make up that the Earth is round? It just seems like a really weird thing to make up. So many people would have to be in on keeping it a secret. Who even came up with this idea? But if it was just some kid at Thanksgiving telling his uncle some stupid theory, not thinking he was gonna believe it, and next thing he knows, it got everywhere, that would just make a lot more sense to me. Today I messed up by telling my uncle a fake conspiracy theory about aliens. Okay, aliens definitely exist, but let's see what this theory is. My uncle, who's 52, is really into conspiracy theories, chemtrails, fake moon landing, anti-vax, and especially stuff about aliens. 2 days ago, he was over for a family dinner and of course started talking about some nonsense at the table, and after the dinner I said I wanted to have a chat with him. I told him that a friend of mine who works in the government told me something about aliens, that they're invading Earth and building bases underground. Basically, these aliens live in higher temperatures and they're heating up the Earth to slowly kill us and take over. I told him that's what climate change really is. And I was telling him, and he started getting really into it, asking all sorts of questions. Eventually, he left and I laughed it off and thought he wouldn't care about it in an hour. Turns out, he's been posting all over Facebook and social media about aliens heating up the Earth and has been spreading it to everyone he knows. Says he did research and found even more information, and it's been 2 days and he won't shut up about it. Guys, I did a bunch of research. Whoa, that's crazy, considering that your nephew literally made it up because he was like, there's no way he's gonna believe it. That's the funniest part of this to me. Obviously, conspiracy theorists on this level that are this nuts spewing it on Facebook, they're gonna believe anything that's said to them. Not surprising, they're gonna spread it. But I love that he's like, no, I did a bunch more research. Where? None of it ever existed. The entire thing was made up. This is some next level trolling though. This is what all of us should aspire to be. Imagine being such a good troll that you get someone to just start convincing all these other conspiracy theorists that aliens have invaded the Earth and are heating up the Earth, and they find all this research about it that doesn't exist. At this point, with the rate he's been spreading it, is this just going to become a thing? If in a year or two there's the alien hollow Earth theory, we can really look back to this and go, oh my goodness, all of this comes from this guy who was just trolling his uncle and trying to convince him that aliens do live in the core of the planet and are heating everything up. I feel like, yes, okay, it's definitely some good trolling, but at the same time, you would never expect anyone to actually believe this stuff. If I started telling someone that the Lord of the Rings is real and they all live in the hollow Earth, I would just assume they know that I'm telling them a story that isn't actually real. I feel like you wouldn't expect to have to go into detail and explain that no, there actually is no proof from people that work in the government that aliens live inside the Earth. And if your friend did work in the government and was giving you this information, if it was true, then you're really airing out your friend by telling it to someone that's gonna go post it on Facebook. Could you imagine it was real? They go to his friend who works at the FBI. Hey man, we gave you all this classified information and now it's all over Facebook. Anything you can say to explain that? Oh, I told one friend. I told him not to tell his Uncle Frank too. That guy cannot keep his mouth shut. Gets 40 years in prison for leaking government secrets. This uncle's really trying to get that government employee in massive amounts of trouble. If anyone gets pulled into the Earth though and gets to meet the aliens, keep me posted. I just thought this was some funny next level trolling you guys would appreciate as well.